Hey y'all, it's Dee, and today we are going to explore using our faceplate to do a demo from one of currently available eyeshadow palettes on our shop. The demo palette today is our Ruby palette, which is a 9 count eyeshadow palette, which also can double as blush. And all of the colors in here are variations of pinks and reds with a few berry shades in between. What you see here is a silicone faceplate. And to prep the plate, all I applied was a flat white concealer by LA Pro Girl. And I am just using a rounded flat brush to apply the first inner shade, which is a warm bright pink. And I will be essentially just taking the same 3 shades that I used digitally to create the look that you see on my iPad screen, and recreating that on the faceplate. And very quickly, I just want to address that yes, it does look different on the faceplate versus digitally, and simply put, colors translate differently between actual product and digital screens because there's different color formatting, different really everything. So there's going to be a slight difference depending on the color and shade that you're using. Excuse me, which I have no problem with because it still looks great. It looks wonderful digitally. It came out really nice in the finalized product on the faceplate. And truth be told, this is definitely a look that I would actually wear myself if I was like going out with my husband for like a date night, or just going out to do something out and about in the public. It's definitely something that I would personally wear, even though I tend to stray away from a lot of pinks and reds in my personal style choices. So the key to getting really good color payoff, in my opinion, for eyeshadow application on these silicone faceplates is the patting it in method. Just really packing in the eyeshadow on top of itself until it gets to your desired level of brightness. Me personally, I like it to be complete coverage with the eyeshadow. I find that it makes it for a better finished look and also allows me to blend much easier in between shades. So I pack it on pretty heavy, and it's easier to take away a little bit with a clean brush than not having quite enough and having to keep going in and adding more and more and more. Pack it on a little bit heavy in the beginning and it'll make the work much easier for you in the end result. Something else about these faceplates that I do like is that they're fairly easy to clean and reuse. And my secret to keeping the faceplate from any staining is doing the initial cleanse with our antioxidant oil cleanser, which can be found in the link below. And like completely rubbing all the makeup off of the faceplate. Sometimes I will prep with a foundation. However, I just didn't have the time at the time of recording to go and find the right shade foundation for this. I was working with limited time because it was raining pretty heavily and I didn't want to prolong any good lighting that I did have before all of the clouds and thunder and lightning started to roll through. So, um, the only prep, again, like stated earlier, the only prep work I did on this was just a flat white concealer, which I absolutely love. I think it's quite wonderful for bright color makeup application. And truthfully, I think it'll do really well with dark color too. That's probably what I'm going to do next is do a dark color look and then do a pastels look to see how they interact with the pastels as well. Also, very quickly, if you are looking to recreate this look, I absolutely would love to see anyone do this. I love this look. I think it's absolutely wonderful. And if you need a reference point, it is the last row of shades in the Ruby palette, meaning shades number 7, 8, and 9, all the way at the bottom of the palette. That is the order of which I laid these shades to create this look digitally and physically. So if you want to recreate this look, grab yourself a Ruby palette and make it happen. And if you want to do any kind of variation of this look, I am so open and welcome to seeing it. I love to see the creativity that y'all put out, especially when it comes to using our products. It makes my heart swell with pride every single time. So if you've been thinking about it, please do it. I really want to see it. Okay, so let's get back on track. What you see me doing here is just laying that middle pink, which is a very saturated, that's the word, a very saturated, very pigmented shade of magenta. It's like a very true magenta shade, and I really, really love it. Magenta is for sure my favorite type of pink because it is just so vibrant and so beautiful and very versatile as well. Not to mention, you can really do a lot with a good magenta. You can play around with it a lot and you can use it in a lot of different ways. And particularly for folks that are darker skinned, magenta is a really great blush color that will give just that perfect rosiness to the face without washing you out or making it look like ill placed. You know what I mean? So what you see now is finalizing the initial laying of the shades. And as you can likely see, I tried my best to create the exact same shape on the eyelid from the digital piece to the faceplate. And it may not be perfect. And I just want to encourage anyone that's watching this that wants to get a practice plate or wants to do face charts digitally or even physically. It may not look the exact same all the time, but you're doing a great job at whatever level you are. And just practice, practice, practice until you get it down how you want to get it. Trust me, it is worth all of the hours of practice. It is worth all of the redos and do-overs. It's worth it. I would not be at the skill level that I'm at currently had I given up on practicing and practicing and practicing. And I don't do makeup professionally, but I really enjoy the artistry of makeup, especially as someone that uses makeup as artistic and self-expression. I absolutely enjoy the artistry of it, and I want other people to start to see the artistry of makeup and not just something used to cover blemishes or highlight certain features. It's all a form of artistic expression as well as self-expression, and I believe that everyone should have access to this medium if possible. Now, the great thing about us is that we are pledging to keep our prices within a reasonable range, even in the midst of economic inflation. we don't believe in jacking up a bunch of prices just to try to, make a cash grab off of our customer base, because we're never been about that and will never be about that. We are a business, a company that focuses on accessibility in pricing, availability, and in product quality. So, you are not going to have to shell out a whole lot of money to get a product that works and is versatile and works well. High price points are strictly used to gatekeep certain income levels, certain people, certain marginalized groups away from certain things, and it's just not fair and it's just not right. So, we are looking to bridge that gap with the products that we make either by hand or through careful curation. And I like to say that we are definitely doing that so far, and it's been so fulfilling to be able to bring such quality products to every group of whichever marginalization you belong to. And that just about wraps up. We have about 2 more minutes left. So here is our announcements. Very quickly, I would just like to say that we are active across our socials, and we will be posting about new things that will be coming to the shop before the end of this quarter and in the beginning of the next quarter of the year. We will be rolling out our holiday scent list very soon, and we will be slowly introducing new items to the shop over the next few weeks as well. Now, ways that we can get the ball rolling very smoothly are: one, y'all buy what we have on hand. We have plenty of stuff in stock. All you gotta do is grab it. Two, interact with us across social so that we know what to prioritize and what things you're looking for from us as a company right now in this very moment. Three, tell a friend, tell a family member, tell a loved one, tell somebody about our shop. The more word of mouth gets out there, the more people are taking a moment to look and see what we do and what we're about. And the more people that know, the more people can make an educated choice about what we have to offer. And with that, I'd like to say thank you for watching, and I hope you're having a lovely time. And please excuse this random light changing. I don't know what was going on with the lighting at that moment, but I'm very glad that it did eventually even itself back out. Thanks so much. And if you look at the screen real quick, you'll see a reflection of me.